we are back for episode 5 of the All Nations Challenge. We've finished season 1, we're just going to start season 2 now, and we're still, unfortunately, in the Vanarama South, but it is what it is. If you haven't checked out the other episodes, make sure you go and check them. No, they're not there. They're there somewhere. You find me about to take on Hendon. Hendon now being managed by Charlie Austin, who, I can't lie, I had a cheeky look at in the summer. I was going to try and get him as a fourth choice striker or something, but he didn't want to join, and then he ended up becoming manager of Hendon, so one of my rivals. So I think since the last episode, I think since the last episode, Scott Bartlett's now decided to rejoin me as a coach, which is quite cool. He's got pretty good stats all round. 12, 6 and an 8 for youth development. Could be quite handy at this level. So he may end up taking on that role as well as being a coach. Huge thing for me is that I couldn't sign James Waite again. He wouldn't re-sign. We had an issue where he wanted a promise fulfilled of having more depth in goalkeepers, which we now have. But those depth in goalkeepers weren't quite good enough at the time before his contract ran out, and he didn't want to re-sign a new contract, basically. But hey, he's got his move to Northampton Town in League Two, so credit to him. He probably deserved it after the season he had for us last year. Scoring 17 goals in all competitions in 47 games. 9 assists, not bad for a centre midfielder, and obviously he's done a few years at Weston, so you never know, he may end up coming back to us at some point. We also released Emlyn Lewis. Nathan Holland's gone. Sam Avery is now our under-18s manager full-time. Jordan Baston's gone. Oscar Collins has gone, and I've let Ephraim Lisk go. In terms of actual transfers, though, there are current outs, which, okay, there's no really big ones there. Jallo going out on loan is going to be handy. Carriol was good to get him off the wage book. Caboose, I offered a deal, but he wanted to join Met Police instead, but I only offered him like an emergency backup, so it's not the end of the world. We lost the likes of Maliba and Jason Pope and Jamie Saul. They were just mainly clearing out the wage budget, if I'm honest. We've managed to pick up Mason McLean, who was at Boreham Wood, got released. Only had a 6.74 for them. He's got no other nation, so he's just more of a good, handy player to get us up through the divisions. Jermaine Francis, a Grenadian / Englishman, good winger. He'll do a decent job. Did okay in the National League last year. Should be enough. Max Harris has joined us permanently, but he will probably be our third choice keeper now. Harvey Laidlaw's a big signing we made. £625 a week. 18-year-old left back, only English, but looks really good and is going to really, really help us. Position that we really struggled with last year. Arkell Jude Boyd, another decent-ish winger, should be quite handy. Can play right back as well, but he's got like St. Lucian as well as Grenadian, so he'll obviously tick off Granada, but I've already got Jermaine Francis, so he'll also do that. So that they work out quite nicely together, but the St. Lucian tick off's great. We bought in another goalkeeper, Alexei Rojas Fedorchenko. So, interestingly about this guy, he's Colombian, Russian, and English, which is really, really random. For the sake of the YouTube video, we will call him Alexei Rojas, but he's also got Russian. Great. Handy. Thierry Katsakunya. Welsh, English, Zimbabwean. Great for the Zimbabwean. And Kalen Ryan. Thai and English. So they're all of our signings. Like I said, we're going to go into this Hendon game. Rojas, Katsakunya, Francis, Jude Boyd, Kalen Ryan, all making their debuts, which will give me the extra nations, as well as Laidlaw. So it's much of the same sort of team as we had last year. A few slight niggles going on before going into this first game, so they're sort of being subbed. Desperate for centre midfielders, though, where I got a real issue with centre midfielders. The squad isn't deep enough in centre midfield, so that's something we've got to fix before, well, sooner rather than later, I suppose. If we can get them that they've got a foreign nationality, even better. The 6 new sign-ins, though, take my total now up to 58 players used, which is quite a lot in literally just over a season. Coulson's playing in centre midfield. Jermaine Francis 1-0. That's nice. We like that. That was like a routine like a free kick off the training ground. I like that. But yeah, Coulson's playing centre midfield. He's aging, and I feel like he can play there, so he's gonna. He was reliable, same as Chamberlain, so they're going to play in centre midfield together. It's a penalty to us. Luke Coulson, just talking about reliability, and he scores. And he's also now our captain. I've just reminded myself. Looked at his little man there with his captain's armband on. Our captain last year was Sam Avery, but of course he's retired, so I had a choice. Bring in the vice captain, or just create a new captain and leave the vice captain as Jacob Jagger-Kane, which I've done. Leading at the break 2-0. Got the young Scottish wingers on the bench as well today in Henry and Craig. They're both available for today's game. They'll get a bit of game time as the season goes on because they look like they can be good players. They need to be developed. Well, that'd be 3. Not sure who that was to. Not entirely sure where Coulson is. Guessing he's off injured somewhere. Oh, who? 2-1. Let's just get the win now. Look, we got the win. No clean sheet for Rojas today. Could do better. But a win's a win. So next up, Torquay. Since the last game, we have bought in Sol Sidibe from Stoke on loan, who's got a bit of Malian about him. Could be handy. So he replaces Luke Coulson, who's got a rather long-term injury, a few weeks. But I've also signed Tom Smith from, well, he was at Taunton, he was a free agent. He should be an all-round handy player at the age of 27. In midfield, he'll achieve something, and he'll probably get me a 6.8 this year. Which is, to be honest, if you can have a few of those, then hey, that's plenty good enough. But he's only enough for the bench today, but that doesn't make a difference. Because even though he's got that haircut, he's still only English or from Swindon. Let's hope we can emulate that 4-0 playoff win against Torquay again. That was also away. But to be honest, a 1-0 would be plenty good enough at this stage of the season. I could maybe do with a better all-round holding midfielder. One that's a bit better than Dylan Kadji, because then Dylan Kadji can move further forward again. At the start of last year, he started off by scoring lots of goals, but he seems to have fallen into this holding midfield role rather well. And people like Chris Paul and Jacob Jagger-Kane aren't good enough to start every week. Also, that should have been a goal. Oh, that's a great save. Half time though, 0-0. Would be a game for Sean what's his name? Sean O'Brien to come on. In fact, he's gunning. God, Dean Moxey, he must be getting on a bit now. Angol's going to come on. And Tom Smith's going to come on. We've got a game to chase here. Well, that was a chance there. Go on, Henry. That's the ball. Get him. Oh, penalty. These subs are making a difference here, and Tommy Smith's going to take it on his debut. Come on. Get in! What a turnaround. Sean O'Brien with the first goal. Tom Smith with the second goal, and Angol won the penalty as well. Go on, Judy. Judy. Oh, well done, Laidlaw. Good goal. An assist for Tom Smith as well. Oh, Tom Smith. What is going on? 4-1. Torquay are falling apart since Smith's come on. I thought Gilchrist was going to get himself sent off there. Oh, and Rojas has made a great save. I've actually got a decent keeper as well. Brilliant. Brilliant way. Right. Excellent. As always, I'm going to jump in probably to a cup episode in the next episode tomorrow. So join me then. And until then, please leave a like, share, subscribe, and I will catch you in the next one.